Good morning. I thought maybe some of you might be curious what we do for food when we have a limited kitchen area, just consisting of a hot plate and a toaster oven, really. So I was going to show you our meals today, and this morning we're doing English muffins. So yes, we do the Great Value. We're roughing it with Great Value. So we just got the English muffins, some cheese, and eggs. And the eggs, I actually cooked at home. And I just used parchment paper to put in between each one. And there's enough for 2 breakfasts, which is great for the weekend, because that's what we're doing, is a weekend trip. And I tend to make a lot of the food that we eat on our camping trip at home. So it's just easier on me. I'm on my trip, I'm on my vacation, I'm relaxing. I don't want to cook either, which I love to cook, but if I'm relaxing, I don't want to be cooking. So here we go. I've already toasted the little English muffins. Just slap the eggs in their little toaster oven and turn the bake on warm. Let the eggs warm up a little bit before I put the cheese on. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And my handy spatula here. Look at that cheese. Nice and melted. Put their tops on. And there we go. We have breakfast. And we'll come back here in a little while and show you what we decided for lunch for this weekend. And then a little bit later, we'll show you what we decided for dinner this weekend. Okay, so we are back for lunch. It is lunchtime now. We chose easy lunch this weekend. One thing, it's so hot that, a good cold cut sandwich is perfect during hot weather. So we just decided to do bread, some ham and cheese loaf, bring along a couple of tubes of chips. I like the tubes over the bags because they seal back down. You don't have to worry about them necessarily popping open. I mean, I realize they could, but a bag, you're probably more at risk of getting a mess going on. We bring mustard. That's what we prefer mostly on our sandwiches. I do like mayo, but it would be more susceptible to spoilage, I think. So just in case, it's easier just to bring the mustard and we don't have to worry about any of that issue. So, making sandwiches, as you know, is pretty simple. Just get you a couple slices of bread. And if I can do this with one hand, slap on that piece of meat, slap that on, apply your mustard, open your chips, and there you go. You've got lunch. Now, for some meals that we've done on trips, we have actually purchased frozen foods, but we always get the kind that are already fully cooked. So, like a Hot Pocket or little mini pizzas or, something like that, that if they thaw, they're not going to be bad. You can still cook them, and we've done it, and it's worked out very, very well. And we always make sure we get the mini, tiny personal pizzas. That way it fits in our toaster. We've also done even some of the breakfast pot pies, and those turned out really good in the toaster too. So those are some other options. But in this case, this weekend, we just chose to do sandwiches and chips for lunch. And we'll be back here in just a while, a few hours, and I will tell you about dinner. And we are back, and it is dinner time. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I kind of do for dinner. Like I said, I do like to cook. I just don't want to cook a lot while I'm out camping. It's my relaxed time too. So I prepare what I can at home that'll, be okay, store well, reheatable, whatever, almost basically like eating leftovers. So I made this pasta sauce, or pasta. I put little chunks of pork steak, mixed vegetables, and I made a creamy cheese sauce and mixed it all up in this big container. This is a pretty big container. And this is to do for 2 suppers, and then of course any kind of like cold snack, you know, we might want or something. And I just fill the pan, warm it all up, and I just did store-bought canned biscuits this time. Sometimes I will make my own, but this time I just did store-bought, and I already baked them at home, and I just put them in a little container, or actually I used a Ziploc bag for these, and they rewarm actually pretty well. And there we go. There's our dinner. Pretty stinking easy. We like to have good food to eat while we're camping. I mean, we don't mind doing sandwiches, but we don't want them for every meal. Some hot foods are nice to have, and we have barbecued, but you know, sometimes it just seems like a lot of work and don't really want to mess with or do that. So in order to keep some nice warm good foods in us, we do stuff like this. Cooked ahead of time, rewarmed like the skit or the hot plate, and biscuits baked ahead of time, rewarmed in the toaster, and it actually works very well. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below to Happy Place Camping, and you'll get to see more videos as we camp and do things to the camper and stuff like that. You can keep up with us. Thank you for watching.